With thousands of games available to buy, one might ask, why should I bother playing this one? My name is Kami and I'm a video game completionist who likes to recommend games after 100% achievement completion. So why should you bother with Cruelty Squad? This is probably one of the most memorable indie games I've played in the last 5 years. It's an action game where you're tasked with killing individual targets in dedicated maps, similar to the Hitman games. The twist with this game is its unique presentation and story. I'm going to offer my opinions, showcasing the game in 4 different criteria: the game design, the atmosphere and presentation, my player experience, and the journey of 100% achievement completion. So allow me to showcase what Cruelty Squad has to offer. Cruelty Squad is designed to be as simple as possible. You're tasked with the assassination of one or more targets and then to exfiltrate. You'll need to overcome not only enemy NPCs, but the environment of each level. Each stage felt unique to explore, like trying to decipher a fever dream. Levels are designed with multiple branching paths, which encourages exploration for secrets like weapons, modifications, and even bonus levels. Notable examples are the Archon Grid, Office, and Trauma Loop. Whilst the goal is very simple, there's a lot of fun in finding alternative routes to improve your time. Such routes can be even explored based on the difficulty you're playing on. The game has 4 difficulties in total, all of which modify enemy damage, types of enemies that spawn, and how much money you lose upon death. What's most interesting is the Hope Eradicated difficulty, which alters the colors of textures and makes the water hazardous. The real fun comes with the freedom and experimentation to achieve the goal of eliminating your targets. You're equipped with firearms of your choice, with more to discover throughout each stage. A lot of firearms feel the same, but at least they were given some more unique weapons, which force you to play a little differently. You're also given the ability to purchase implants, which modify your player experience. This can range from invisibility, a grapple hook, or speed enhancements, and many more. Having an abundance of choice encourages both replayability and mastery. I'm not one to try every mechanic and experiment, but the game gives nearly every modifier a unique purpose, which encouraged me to alter my approach to completing a level. Whilst you do gain money from levels, it's also important to know that you can invest in the stock market. Make sure not to ignore it, because it will definitely help halfway throughout the game. There's 3 markets available: the fish market, the human organ market, and some corporations. I personally recommend investing in corporations, as you'll be required to purchase a house later on in the game. You'll need to adapt quickly to the game, as it punishes you a lot. Enemies can and will gun you down within seconds. Even on the easiest difficulty, be prepared to die. Be prepared for degrees of unfairness, but if you think the game isn't hard enough, there's a punishment mode, which makes the game even harder and further bolsters replayability. I highly recommend selecting Chaos mode, as it adds even more targets to the game. I will admit I am certainly no expert in understanding this convoluted story. It's delivered through textual evidence from your handler, NPCs found throughout each stage, and multiple endings. I personally struggle to comment on the story overall, because that's honestly not what I was playing this for. I do, however, appreciate that the story does affect game mechanics. Despite my inability to understand the story without an explanation video, I did understand its criticisms of capitalism being the core idea, and I liked how it influenced the narrative. Being a cog in the machine, taking lives and manipulating the markets for the sake of corporate interests is certainly an engaging topic. Engaging with certain NPCs, such as this gentleman, is very enlightening and quite humorous considering what happens next. It's rather desensitizing to eat people or to price their organs, so you, the player, can buy a cool new modification, and I liked that. The atmosphere is definitely the most unique and memorable part of this game. I can't quite tell whether the art style was intentionally made to look like elements were slapped together. I genuinely believe psychedelics were consumed whilst this game was in development. To call this game weird is an understatement, but I do find myself drawn to the uniqueness of the textures. The environments and the textures are perfectly complemented by the overstimulating music score. Like the textures, each song feels chaotically slapped together without it being too hard to listen to. For some people, I can definitely understand the presentation being too weird, but for me, it manages to feel unique without it feeling low effort. For me, I love this game. I liked how chaotic the game felt as a whole, the abilities were weird and wacky, and I had a genuine desire to play over and over for the best time I could get. I found that poison rats to be absolutely infuriating, but thankfully levels weren't too long, so I didn't feel I lost too much progress. I personally think that the enemy variety is lacking, and I would have liked to see some more unique designs. A lot of the enemies felt that they were very bullet spongy, and I felt that it kind of detracted from the actual difficulty, and it just took away my bullets. I also think that while you're doing the dirty work of Cruelty Squad, there could have been some other objectives other than just killing some people. Completing the achievements for this game was really simple. Half of them were just for completing the level, and the other half was for completing them with an item that kills you in one hit, the extravagant suit. I didn't struggle too much with these levels, but if you are, I recommend getting the Appendix and pairing that with the gunk boosters in the early game and the flower shoot in the late game. HQ is the hardest mission in my opinion. I recommend using the dart gun and bolt ACR for a painless victory. One challenge may be acquiring the funds to buy the house level or even the extravagant suit. First get yourself a appendix to get across this bridge in HQ. Follow this path and set your resolution to 640 by 480 pixels. Then with the Divine Light difficulty enabled, go to the Idiot Party level. I recommend using the gunk boosters and the appendix, make your way to this area, then fall down and grab onto this. Enter the door and jump into the painting. Once here, exit the level. You're going to need to get a security systems anti-armor device. This will immensely help. I recommend replaying Mall Madness and going to Gun and Gear. With this weapon acquired, go to Neuron Activator and take on the police station. Kill the police members and make your way like so. Make sure to spare ammo to shoot this door here. You'll then be able to find $1 million, which you can use to acquire the level house, or the extravagant suit. If you've already acquired $1 million, what you can also do is go to this level here, acquire the fishing rod, complete the level with the fishing rod in your inventory, then go to the Idiot Party once again and go fishing. Eventually you'll be able to acquire a fish worth $100,000. If you do that 5 times, you'll be able to acquire the extravagant suit. This game was very enjoyable to me. I think the highest compliment I can say is that I'm excited for the new game being developed. If you want a game that's simple to pick up whilst giving you tons of options, give Cruelty Squad a try. It's a great way to blow off some steam and to just have some fun.